Welcome to another Eternal Unleashed draft. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Let's get right into it. Oh boy, Rakano Arcanist. Quick Draw Warcry. This is one of the few really solid units in this set. Ironic, right? It's a rare, so it should be. And I'm really glad it's one fire influence. So what else do we have here? Oh man. So another reason, you guys have been hearing me talk about it here and there, of the Unleash set's lack of power is the full cycle of uncommon cards here. So Rakano, Skycrag, Elcian, all the Adepts are, a lot of them are pretty weak, and even the normal ones are just okay. But the Skycrag Adept is super good. It essentially draws you your best removal from your void, and it gives all of your spells +1 damage, which really helps. Really looking at Skycrag Adept here, but Rakano Arcanist, oh man. This is one of those tough decisions where it's like, this I think is the better pick. Just the unit is super strong, and this is like the fun card. Oh man, why do you gotta make me decide this? Maybe we'll get past one. Okay, so as I mentioned, I feel like this format, because of the weak power level of the set, kind of benefits from splashing. So I've really boosted my personal pick ratings for all the tomes and seek power in the set, and we see the strongest things here: the Green Stretch Griffin, couple solid Justice commons here, friends, yeah, just like a bunch of pretty good commons. I would say the Griffin is strongest out of all of them. However, Rakano Tome, it partially overlaps with our first pick, and it can help splash later on. Okay, Highwind Glider, really strong card, and then we just have Deuce's Wild. Picking one up now could be pretty interesting. It does combo really well with the Arcanist. Or we do have a Xenon Tome, which once again, same thought process as last pick. Yeah, I'm probably fine with that, and we aren't missing out on anything. Saddle Up you can tend to get later. Ice Glider, Elder, like all of these are pretty weak without seeing any other signals, so we'll just take another tome here. It's funny, I say I really want to prioritize tomes, and now we're just getting every single tome in existence. So what are we covering here? Time and Shadow, Fire and Primal. So we have a Grumbos Platoon, Ancient Lore I actually really enjoy. Not only does it help you claw back in those grindier games by drawing you cards, but it buffs the units, which goes really well with a lot of the time cards. And there is just the Grumbos Platoon here. And then there's a Skycrag Tome. I think Ancient Lore is honestly enough to make me want to pick it. I really am not a huge fan of Praxis, just because there's not really any synergy, but we don't necessarily need to be Praxis. Oh boy. Wild Cloud Snake is a strong card, and there's nothing really else in the pack. There's a Concealed Deringer, but you can get a million of these whenever you need, so I'm willing to take a flyer. Maybe we still can be Skycrag. Okay, a Drifter or a Grappling Hook, or the Stinging Wind, but it's just a pretty medium unit. I'm fine taking a Drifter here. If we do want to be Rakano, we want to be an aggressive deck. Okay, maybe a Prodigious Student. The card's overperformed for me. Double Doors has also been impressive with Unleash. Okay, a Party Crasher. We are seeing some Shadow here, but more interested in the Party Crasher. Saddle up or another student. We'll take another student. Okay, stone skin, sure. We aren't playing any of these. A second one? A 2 rare pack. Oh yeah, this... We aren't going to have all of those relics happen to be in our void at the same time. Okay, and a pretty weak pack besides that. A Nevermore... Yeah, I mean, all of this is pretty much nonsense. I'm just down to take another Arcanist. So we're really hoping to be fire at this point. A Hunter's Harpoon. Ooh. Okay, there's still a chance of Skycrag. Maybe, is that card good enough to splash over a Grizzled Hermit? I'm willing to take a chance on it. Unless we just end up Skycrag, we do have another Rakano Tome, but we aren't really seeing any justice, and Borderlands Waykeeper is really strong. Yeah, let's take it. Okay, we don't want another 4-drop prodigious student, so we could just take the Harness Thrill Seeker here. Interesting, I've never seen that card before. Yeah, I think it's just the Thrill Seeker over a Boundless Knowledge. We'd rather have Sleight of Hand in this type of deck. Okay, another Rakano Tome. Yeah, I guess we... Maybe that I was too quick to take the Rakano Tome, just like we really aren't seeing any justice. I guess we can take it while we see where we go from here. What's the... what's the next open faction? This is really strange. Guess we take the Aspirant here. Rakano Adept, and once again, this card's just not good. They needed to give it higher stats. Like, who remembers Populous Controller, which was just a time common in, what was that, Revelation set 2 sets ago? That was a common mono-faction card, and it was a 6-cost 6/6 with Valor. I would argue that that's just almost strictly better than this. That being said, I mean, do we pick that up here? I would almost just rather have the Thrill Seeker. Okay, pick up the first Deuce's Wild, maybe. Although now it's getting kind of late. I'd rather just have a grappling hook. Yeah. Okay, there's a Sleight of Hand. So, oh, and we still get one. So it's kind of looking like we're going to be Skycrag here. But we could potentially splash a Justice card if a strong one comes along. Like Breach the Defenses. This is tough. So, a lot of strong cards here for us. We have 2 Rakano Tomes, so we're definitely able to splash a Breach the Defenses. Our removal's also pretty weak, but Teriak's Mount is here, and that card's just amazing. So I think it's just the Mount here, but any of these 3 cards we would be super happy playing. But we'll take the Mount, see what turns up from here. Oh man, Vermin's Feast. I wish. I guess just a warning shot here to get an Inscribe and a damage-based card in. Okay, Stonebreaker Bow, but I don't think we picked up any tomes to splash that. We're looking at an Icy Hold. Yeah. Okay, Sansari Firebrand over a Bless the Wild. I don't know if we want to go too crazy splashing in our aggressive deck, but Icy Hold is a card that's that powerful. Okay, Molten Feet here over Far From Home, which actually is good in aggressive decks. Yeti Intellectual. So, Caustic Rain, not a card we want since 2 damage to each unit. It'll kill a lot of ours. So, either the Pathfinder or just the Spellhammer, which I kind of just want the Spellhammer. Okay, Scalehide here. We got a trick throw. That's funny. Just another molten feat, though. Is there any way? No, we're splashing justice, if anything. I think the other one was a Xenon tome, so that doesn't touch anything. So yeah, take the Screecher. Oh, oh man, this card's just absolutely busted. But we just can't. So, a lot of strong cards here to choose from. All of the uncommons are good, but I'm mainly looking at Icicles or Mind-Broken Cobbler. The Cobbler's just so strong. Once again, I think just we want these stronger units. And our removal is... eh. Yeah, that's a tough pick right there. Also, how bad does it feel that we didn't end up in... excuse me, we didn't first pick the Skycrag Adept. Which one's more irreplaceable? I think in Unleashed, we still have access to, like, Thunder Pop and some common Primal and Fire Removal, so I think we'll take the Cobbler. Okay, another Waykeeper? That's a really good pickup. Thinking we might... I guess we'll do Nevermore, although Outmuscle... it's kind of mediocre for a combat trick, but I think we just need it. But I guess Nevermore also pairs well. I'll take the Nevermore. Oh man, then we get kind of brutalized here. Second Nevermore. Okay, another Party Crasher. I think we have several ways enough to add it to the deck, and just smack it on a flyer here for us. Take the point blank. Man, another Nevermore. We'll just take the weapon. Is Reverberating Strike worth it? I'd rather just take another breath. Cleave. Okay, we'll see what we're actually playing here. We probably don't need two of these. Stone Skin come out. Chemtrail Burst. Cleave. Probably don't need a point blank. Yeah. Lots of weapons. Okay, here's the deck. Not a huge fan. I really would have liked this to be the Deuces Wild deck, especially so we can have our Rakano Anarchists survive combats more. But hopefully we can slap a weapon or something on it and just go to town. We also have tons of flyers we could just put weapons on and just cheese out our opponent. Okay, game number 1. That's pretty unlucky. We do have turn 1, but then just no other plays. We just can't keep it. Sure. I feel like the only people drafting lately are Masters rank and me. And then like 2 people in silver. I don't know why. It's just like half of my games. And I get it's a smaller game, but how are there so many masters? Just statistically, that's not how that works. If it's that, you know,
of course it's safe.
Crazy attainable to get to. We can just attack here, and no worry.
Of course it's safe.
Yeah, this deck really needed, like, another trick throw. We didn't even see Lux String Bow. Okay.
Let's cut you down to
That's game. I'm imagining.
Seek the way, Storms.
That was a really good top deck. So maybe I gave an early GG, but that was absolutely savage. But I mean, he just attacks here as any interaction. There, we can't afford to block that. Yeah, we'll take it. We can just change it into a 1/1. Versus trading with... Well, it doesn't really... It's the same difference. We're still trading a unit with his unit. So yeah, we'll just play a Molten Feet and block with that instead. Sure. And we're flooding? It's like, geez, insult to injury, huh? Look at our influence. How does this always happen to us? What do you got, OP? You don't say. Okay. So, I'm kind of fine attacking here. It's a nice one. Okay, make our opponent show us some interaction. Sure. Obviously not ideal, but we just kind of... Well, actually, that was a good trade. We didn't lose a card and it downgraded their unit to a lot weaker one, shall we say. The more power efficient thing, but then it just eats a 1/1, which isn't that fantastic. So, I'm down to play that. Go into there. I really want to use this, but we need to be able to fight some of any type of units he plays. We do win this race, though. Oh wow, our opponent's flooding out like crazy. Okay, we'll actually play that, take the 3. This could force our opponent not to attack us back, too. I could have saved the 3 damage, but... Wait, what? There's no way that was game! I mean, hey, I was certain... Now I feel bad for giving the GG. I really thought we were going to lose that. Alright, we are 1-0 currently. That's fine. We got all the influence we need. And going with tradition, we only face Masters rank people. What are you up to? That's not really a greeting, but I'll take it. Okay, nothing from our opponent here. What are we splashing? Justice? Okay. Call the hit he could have. He could have the red burn spell. Ideally, right, you want to start off with your stronger 2-drop, especially Warcry, to get it going soon. But I'd rather bait out removal first. Okay.
Choose your side.
Get a little punished there, but it's fine. We don't need double faction yet, so let's keep our opponent guessing. Okay, no attack. I assumed our opponent would just let it go through. And hey, we got in 3 damage that we wouldn't have if we played the rare. Okay, there's the removal we were talking about. They want to get rid of a card. I mean, 2 Nevermores is probably a lot. This is a 5-drop, but I mean, eventually we can get to that. Yeah, let's pitch a Nevermore here. I mean, I'm down to start trading damage back and forth. So we can go Molten Feet. Warning Shot him, swing for 6. It's a little greedy. Our opponent's taking some debt here. Ooh. Man, that's tempting. So, ideally, we want to put it on something with higher health. But either of these things are going to die to essentially all removal, which is the awkward part. Do we want to save the Hunter's Harpoon? I also feel like our opponent would have burned removal already. Let's attack with the Molten Feet, see what our opponent does. Sorry for the long decision there, guys. That was a interesting decision. I'd rather save the Harpoon, put it on a flyer, put on something with Aegis. Sure. I mean, we have to block it, and changing it to a 1/1 bird doesn't change anything. Well, I guess it would trade. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, so we traded 2 for 2 there. Our unit, their unit, and 2 cards. They use premium removal like that. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna inscribe this and pass. That way we can get Party Crasher on the field. That's really funny. It's a big cat. Okay, it's super awkward, man. See, it's just unfortunate. This game is random. If we just use the warning shot to kill the cat, he would have had nothing to put the weapon on. We drew the sigil here, which would have been the 5th sigil to play this. So, kind of unfortunate. We're going to keep 1 card in hand, in case he has another cat. If our opponent has removal here, that's basically game. Unless, yeah, that's game. And it has Overwhelm. Okay. It's an unfortunate one to lose.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Our opponent just has us dead here. What do they have? Icicles? Oh, wait, what? Okay. Well, let's put on the Harpoon and go to town, right? This gives it quick draw. I'm not sure of any spell he could have +3/+3. He could have out muscle, but he would have attacked if he had out muscle. So that doesn't make sense.
You've got a choice to make.
Interesting. I don't know why our opponent said good game. What? And this is why we keep a card in hand. Okay, so we're dead up. Oh wait, Icicle? He's not in Primal. What the hell am I? Oh yes, because that's what we wanted. Let's see, we put this on Drifter, he can trade with it. But then that's just fine for us, right? Well, actually, we could just force him to trade by putting this on the... Let's attack. I mean, God forbid we find anything besides a sigil. Jesus. That was 2 sigils into Drifter. And into 3 more sigils. I can't believe we won that through all the flood. Our opponent had us down to 1 health. Yo, the only Masters draft. That's what this is. We'll keep this hand. I really don't like starting off with a splash card, only because it's essentially a redraw. -1 card in hand, but
You've got a choice.
if we do get the Justice Sigil, I mean, we do get a super strong card. Okay, nice. Let's attack. Yeah, we want to lead off with the Rakano Anarchist here. Okay, that's fine. Our opponent used premium. I mean, this is probably one of the best.
Shot from above.
Please stop. This is just a unit, right? This card's a unit of your choice. Okay, that's fine. That is alright. So let's attack. Happy to trade. No trades, huh? Let's be greedy here. I don't want to inscribe either of these just because they're very good in our deck. Oh boy. Scale Hide does not save him. Okay, so we can play the Waykeeper.
Seek the Waystones.
Tough decision whether to inscribe or not. A double block here, we lose both of our units. We're gonna take... Oh, they had a pause there. So potentially out muscle. Can we win this race? Oh no. Yeah, this game's over. Okay. GG's. They're gonna attack us back for another probably 8 here. Yep. So what, we have a combat trick that can save him, so we pass the turn. We hope our opponent doesn't have anything here, but that's like idiotic to think. Yeah, they're just gonna finish us in the air. I guess we should have paid 3. Yeah, I guess we should have paid the 4 there. We should have paid the 4 there. That was definitely a misplay. Pay the 4 to give it flying, that way it can trade with the Trapper. Especially because the Molten Feet could have traded with his Minotaur rare. So, definitely a misplay there. Might not have mattered against the Soul Feast, but still, gameplay decisions we have to keep in mind to keep on improving. Okay, we are 2-1 currently. I think this is fine, actually. We do have the Spellhammer to inscribe if necessary, but I mean, unopposed, this hand's pretty savage, because we get to go Recano Arcanist and then start attacking with the weapon on it. Unless we just want to put the weapon on the Aegis unit. Yeah. We can start baiting out some removal. It's definitely early enough our opponent could still have 2 things to pop. One to pop Aegis and one to kill the unit, so...
Sure thing, boss.
Okay, that can block, but it doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Oh, man, I'm misplaying. We're misplaying really badly, too.
Seek the waystone.
Okay, well... Because once again, if we went with the other line, we would have been able to block. Still would have lost the unit, but... Oh, so I guess it didn't.
Do you still have funds?
What, everybody is just getting this rare now? Is that the... Did I miss the memo? Okay, so let's play the Molten Feet so it can block. We'll set up the defenses first and then start attacking.
Freeze them all.
Seek the waystones.
Okay, that is enough to block and kill his legendary. Wow. Damn, this game went from sick curve to our opponent going really strong rare and a strong legendary. Damn. Well, we're gonna need some good draws here. Okay, that's fine. We go trade. Eat. Live. I mean, if our opponent has second Find the Moment after rare Minotaur in the legendary Minotaur, I mean... Now we just need to hope we can cheese out our opponent here. Dead in 5 turns. Sure. Oh boy.
Time to pay your debts.
Okay, now we actually have some extra damage here. So I think we grow our board or pay 4. I think we pay 4 here. Rather than play this and it just die to a taunt. With this effect and a taunt. This is gonna be tough. Our opponent has something. Maybe a stolen augmentation. I mean, it could be a few different things. We're gonna keep the trick throw in hand because we want the damage hidden. Damn it.
Time to pay your debts.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay. So we can exhaust the smog monster. Attack with everything.
This is an outrage!
Oh, he's so close. So close. But depending what our opponent does,
boss.
I think we... we'll see.
Time to pay your debts.
You may transform a card in your hand. Okay. Yep, so trick throw is face. That gets quick draw, attack with both. He has to block that. Attack with both. Defensive, find the moment. Well, that doesn't do it. Why wouldn't we do that the other way around?
I don't know what to do.
I don't really know what that's supposed to mean.
Happy to help.
Ah, that's lucky. So, an attack with everything here. 4-7 eats this, 1-7 stops that, 5-8 eats that. So we have no attacks. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. So our opponent top decked into a crazily buffed Griffin Rider Marshal. Oh, it has taunt. So it has to be blocked. We'd rather... The Overwhelm could make a difference, I guess. But this having taunt could also matter. He's going to want to block the 4-2 anyways, though.
Time to pay your debts.
Come on, we need a good draw here, man. We have a lot we could still draw, but it needs to happen. Okay, sleight of hand here. There we go. Does that change anything? and attack with everything. Nothing gets through. So this will hopefully be it. He needs to top deck a second flyer or removal for the 3-1. The annoying part here is if he has fast speed removal. So we gotta block it, unfortunately. Okay, what do you got? Do you got the removal or not?
You're on my list.
Okay, go for it. He could have the endurance card. Let's go! Oh my god, I can't believe we came back to win that. Jesus. That is a tough legendary to beat. Okay, we are 3-1 currently. No. But you have all the influence. No. This is also awful, but I'm gonna keep it. Don't hate me. Hopefully our opponent's not aggressive. I just refuse to go down a card unless the hand is literally only one faction and a bunch of cards of the other. And see, it always works out. Not really. But assuming no removal, this is about to get pretty nasty. Oh man, now they could just have anything. I don't think we'll put this on yet, just because I imagine it's going to eat removal soon anyways. And I would rather use most of our power. If we played this, we only use 2 of it. And general rule of thumb, you want to use the most power you can a turn. Wow. Yeah, I mean... that is, impressive. I mean, I'm fine with this. Really? Kill the Rakano? Play that and play the Borderlands Anarchist? Yeah, that seems good. Save the Molten Feet. So our opponent drafted the
Top of the world.
random non-power card from the deck. Draw that card from your void. Okay. And that's when he hits the enemy player? Yeah, screw it. Let's just start racing our opponent here. Our opponent had a stop there for 1. Could be a rest. The shadow card that brings something back from the void. The red double influence removal spell, but I doubt he has that. Oh, the stop was probably for the block. What am I saying? Because realistically, our opponent can't afford to use his whole turn to use that effect, attack, so he loses a blocker. Oh, I thought it was just a unit. This. Keep going. And now, essentially, we have our opponent dead.
You
Yeah,
came to
that's
the
good.
right place.
I fly for the throne.
Let's do this.
Or, well, no, that's still game. I mean, let's not get fancy here. We literally have game. continue. GG's. Boom. Ooh, shiny. Okay, we are currently 4-1. With the best deck ever drafted. That's not true. Also, I can no longer say the Masters draft because what is this, our third opponent in a row that hasn't been in it? So I'll take the L. I'll take the L. They have some of my favorite card backs here. Oh boy, man, we're in the frickin' mirror match here.
Seek the Waystone.
Oh boy. Oh, they're in Feln. Interesting. Could they have something? Am I just an idiot? You're playing a really shitty card. Okay. Okay. I'll take the L there, I suppose. Do we want to pop the Aegis? It wastes my whole next turn. That seems bad. So I'd rather just have him waste his turn, give it flying. Wait for it. It's annoying 3 toughness blocks everything we got going. Damn. Okay. This isn't a card I play around just because it's in one pack. It's only from Cold Hunt. And it's a really bad card. There's no way our opponent has 2 of them. Right? There wasn't a pause there, so... That was weird. So I'm going to attack here. We have no combat tricks to get the Yeti going, and it can't profitably attack on this board, so we'll play just the stronger unit. This card's much better if we have, like, 3 Deuces Wild in the deck, or if we were actually Huru and had a bunch of Find the Moment, Saddle Up, stuff like that. Oh man, I'm down for this race. Ooh, actually, we want to give this ooh. Please block. No. So what? We lose 1 more power by me holding it. If he has a removal, he's going to kill it eventually anyways, but... I was debating whether or not to just hold it until next turn. That way we at least guarantee 1 attack with it, because here he can kill it with Sigil plus Bust Out, Shrivel, Dog Fumes. But the only issue is if we didn't draw a Sigil and we did that next turn, we don't have anything to do. We're racing here, so I kind of don't want to block. Yeah, I'm not blocking here. Although he's gonna keep discarding stuff, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, attack with both. You got something. Pass turn.
back.
Okay, our opponent decided they've had enough.
I'll smash you flat.
And that's going to be pretty hard for our opponent to get through, especially considering we do have Nevermore. But yeah, I mean, we got a second Borderlands Waykeeper. What do we? A few other flyers, and we got still all of the weapons we can draw. So this is awkward, because now if he goes for a double block on the Spellhammer, if he double blocks here, for example, the Nevermore won't save the Spellhammer. Damn.
You've got a choice to make.
The ritual must finish.
Well, so much for that. Okay, that's going to be good for our opponent. They can they'll probably be able to kill our Drifter. Which means if he has that second Beyond Fear, if he has one power-up, I don't even know if I want to block with my Spellhammer. Okay, that's fine. Now I could attack. Let's attack with everything here. See what our opponent does. If he opts to just try to eat the Drifter and go for a double block on the Spellhammer, then we can get him with Nevermore. Really? Damn it. Okay. This plays around Nevermore. Damn. Okay. These were good blocks. Or wait, no it doesn't. There we go. And now we do have a Frenzy Source to trigger the Anarchist. Come on, man. Those 4 weapons we have in our deck would be great on the Spellhammer right now. This is not an easy deck to pilot. You have to really know when to put your foot to the metal, pedal to the metal. Wow, that was embarrassing. And really when to put on the brakes. But we got our opponent down to 10, so they're getting close.
Look at what is written.
That's really good. Gain them 2 life, deal 2. Okay. Come on, attack with... Yes. Come on, come on, come on, attack with it. No, no, come on. Damn it. Because we have the snowball. Ugh. Okay, we can snowball you. Attack with just the 4/4. Okay, so our opponent doesn't have contract. I mean, I'd be incredibly surprised. I feel like they would have blocked and used it. Maybe not. Oof. Probably Ruin Binder again. Oh, God, that's so long. Come on, attack. Okay. Do we just use this now? Get ahead of ourselves, save the power from next turn? Come on, man. Just block with a 1/1. We're still winning on board, but 3 cards in our opponent's hand versus our nothing is kind of brutal. Okay, that's really good. Who plays these cards? And a Thudrux Ruse? That really was a thing that happened. Well, okay. I mean, if we're gonna flood out and that's gonna be our opponent's draws, sure. Man, that's tilting.
You messed with the wrong gang.
Sure, here's all of my spells.
Of course it's safe.
We literally are just gonna wait till we get Borderlands Waykeeper, play it, give it flying, wait to draw a weapon, and that's how we're gonna need to finish this. One's got 23, we got 19. Because I think we used up, I mean, Spellhammer was our biggest card. So let me get this straight. Our opponent just played Oxidize killing our guy in the Thudrux Ruse into Lights Out into Shrivel. Yeah, we aren't winning this game. Are you surprised yet? Yeah, so the only draw we have is Borderlands Waykeeper. We have 2 draws to do it. Into Thunder Pop? Okay, so our opponent's deck is nuts. Oh, charge for the win. Oh boy. We have so many good draws here. Come on. Come on. So many cards give us game. Any weapon. Okay, now we need removal. Wait, this kills me too. I mean, just literally no chance in hell we win that. That was definitely the must be nice game. Okay, what do we got? This is a keep. Hand's great. I'd prefer to not have to use Scale Hide, our only combat trick for our Yeti, but I believe that's what the kids say. It is what it is.
Seek the way stones.
God. That's brutal.
One last adjustment.
We have nothing 3 cost, but we do have the weapon, which I think we can play. Is there any reason to save it for the Yeti? No, because the Yeti can die to a bunch of removal. Yeah. Opponent's looking at their hand. Is there a 0 cost spell in the set? Bro, what? Block or not? What? Okay. Maybe it's me. Oh, also I didn't mention we are 4-2 currently, so we are playing our elimination games now. We need to stop getting that first loss so early. That's what's really killing us. He left up all this power. I'm not sure why. The Scorpion with Deadly isn't in this set. The ambush one. There's nothing like cheesing your opponent out with a weapon on a flying Aegis unit. This deck would be so much better with some Snow Peak Eagles. Like, replace a Yeti with a Snow Peak Eagle. One of the other 3 or 4 drops.
Just a little more.
Sure. Smart. That's a very smart move there. Impressive. So we can attack here using most of our power. We'll just play the Yeti. Because now this forces our opponent can't really attack us back. So wait, he could have defend the treasury here? It's a pretty specific uncommon. Sure. That'll do it. But now we get to charge in the Molten Feet. Yeah, this is about to be brutal. Because now, if he wants to eat the Yeti, he's going to take a lot more damage. Oh, yeah, this is just... We're going to have a clear board. For the most part. No. Oh, man. Well, that's fine. Oh man, please waste your turn. Please waste your whole turn doing this.
We'll spray them all.
Okay, we need to win V quickly. Wait, we just have game. Yep.
We'll spray them all.
Because this exhausts the unit. Oh man. Okay.
This is an outrage.
Whew. Yeah, Okay, we are 5-2 currently, cruising right along. Oh, man, why couldn't this be a... Imagine this being a Primal Sigil. How greedy do we get? We have 11 sources of Primal in this deck. Ugh. And we have 2 draws to hit it. And then this hand's just busted. Hey. It's our last loss. I don't want to make it to that, of all things. Let's see. Do we want to go turn 3 this guy right away? It's probably going to be pretty hard for our opponent to beat. Or we can just give it to our Aegis guy. And then it's even more difficult. Yeah, let's do that. It's tempting to just get the 1-drop 2/3 flyer, but it dies to call so much removal in this color. Okay, sure, player dorky 1-drop.
Of course it's safe.
Oh, well, now I'm kind of wishing we played it the other way.
Seek the waystone.
Play Waykeeper here. He can't attack with the 2/1 profitably unless this guy is also playing Contracts. What is it? Beyond Fear? Contract of Fear? Oh. Okay. I mean, our opponent's doing it. One trick throw, and our opponent's dead in the water. Let's see, we just need to play blockers, so what are the 2 most expendable things?
You've got a choice to make.
Our opponent took some contract, or some debt there, so... I'm getting flashbacks to that one Stone Scar game in my last draft. A second one? Okay. Yep, attack with both. Come on. Now that's very interesting, because Scale Height is pretty amazing on this board. But man, I really just want to give anything else flying. Especially because if I give the +1/+1 to him, he can't even block either of his units. Ugh.
Of course it's safe.
Ugh. No way you have a third. I saw you hover over your avatar again. Discard a card as our choice, Nevermore. They're doing it. Do we have any lifesteal in this deck? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, we'll inscribe that. I think we just gotta use it. No? Oh boy. It's just rough because in this spot, any sigil is a death sentence, but also our impactful cards we can't even play yet because we're only at 4 power. What are you doing? Sure. Block with Drifter. Okay, I like that. I like that. So, let's attack with the War Cry. Give ourselves Aegis. And now we can give one of our units flying. It still dies to bust out all the shadow removal except the relic weapon, Searing Fist, Hoof Stomp, which I forgot was in this set. I think our opponent used a Hoof Stomp on us a game or two ago. Is that in this set? Now I'm confused. I'm really not sure about that. You guys let me know, because now I'm questioning myself. I mean, we can start being a little aggro here. Even if our opponent has a flyer, they don't have us dead. We have Aegis, so they can't go burn damage straight to the face. And we just want to turn around this game as soon as possible. Oh no. That probably unlocked something. Damn it! That'll kill the flyer, and now we have no flyers. Come on, flyer! Oh boy. Okay. So we can actually put that on the 3-1 here and attack with both units. Okay, use Scale Hide. That actually wasn't smart. I should have put it on the Teriox mount because it has higher health. I don't know why I forgot about that at the last bit there, so that was bad. That was bad. That could very potentially
Mine for the taking.
ruin us here. No, not like this. So even if I put it on the Teriox mount here, we couldn't attack because he has the ambush unit. But that doesn't matter. We wouldn't have had to use Scale Hide. Damn it. That minor misplay probably lost us this. Brutal. Because we would have been able to attack with this. He would have had to chump, meaning he's down a unit here. And then he wouldn't have been able to attack this turn because we would still have our 8. Yeah, and then 2 sigils in a row. That's game. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that lost us the game. I mean, maybe not, depending what else they have here, but...
Enjoy your
let's see, so we wouldn't have attacked. We would have attacked. Chump. We would still be at a higher health. I mean, none of this matters. Oh my god. Damn, that small misplay of us attaching it on the 3-1 instead of the 1-2. If we put it on the 1-2, it would have had 4 health. We could have attacked into the 2-3 power units he have. He either A, goes for the double block, which is just great, because then we 2-for-1 him, we win that game. Or he just chumps with the 3-1. We're happy with that. We still have Scale Hide in hand, so when he returns the 3-1 ambush and then has those chump blockers back, maybe he goes for the Midnight Hunter attack, but we still have an attack. His double block on us, Scale Hide in response, and then he can attack us again. I didn't play my best. That was 3 punts throughout this draft. We still managed to get there. I mean, we made back our, the draft cost. But I'm really disappointed in how I played that draft. Unfortunate. I haven't gotten a 7 wins since the 2 Rakano decks that I played. So it's been, and that was like 2 weeks ago at this point. So it's been a while. I've been getting these 5-3, 6-3s pretty often now, which it's positive. I really can't complain. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I'll catch you on the channel for more Eternal Unleashed content. Peace!